go. The after. As you know, this is a 7-part series. Did the before, the good, the bad, and what I wanted to design with the new part, the new addition. I guess not a new addition, but the new renovations to our laundry room. If you watched along the way, you saw us demo, and then you saw us create this wainscoting to the right here. It's basically built out of pine. Got a 1x6 baseboard, I got a 1x4 top board, and I'm using 1x2s in between. I think there's about a 14 or 15 inch spacing in between each one. Turned out really nice. On that wall I also have a plug, and then I also have a motion detector light switch, which whenever someone enters, it turns on, and after 5 minutes of no activity or something, it turns itself off. As you continue to watch the series, you saw me build this custom built-in for the washer and dryer. Try to get back as far as I can on that. It was a pretty easy project made with 3/4 inch plywood, and then I used 1x3 as trim boards. I used some thinner plywood on the back, which turned out nice, and I finished off with a crown molding at the very top. Real simple stacked crown molding. Saw part 5, it was basically the paint and the trim package, where I went along and completed all the trimming. Trimmed around the window, around the top of the tile, and the shelves, along with some additional built-ins in the cabinetry. Now, as you look in the cabinetry, if you remember from the previous videos, the 2 areas where the laundry baskets are, those were custom built by me. Everything else was either I had here, or it was already existing. I did move the plumbing on the countertop, which came along in section 6 or video 6 of the series, along with the butcher block countertop, which turned out phenomenal, and also the Tile Backsplash, Subway Tile Backsplash from Menards. And finally, the finishing touches is what you saw just previous to this preview. Now keep in mind the floor was already completed when we moved into the house. And also some of the cabinetry was already existing. The reason why this wasn't done when we built the house was to get us in the house, knowing that someday I would come along and finish this out the way I wanted to with all the details that you're seeing now. Let's talk about time. I calculated close to 38 to 40 hours of labor time, roughly, and that includes actually getting in the supplies from Menards, Lowe's, and Home Depot, which are the 3 stores I pretty much use everything, bought everything from, along with Amazon for some items too, like I always use. Let's talk about price real quick. The wainscoting walls, which is the long wall here, along with a short wall here, I had a price of $75. The cabinet built in for the washer and dryer had a price of $275, mainly because the increased price of the plywood, which there's 3 sheets there. The lower cabinet fill-ins, which are what I referred to earlier, the laundry basket areas, had a price of $30 for that. The sink, which was a steal on Amazon, as I stated in my earlier video, it's normally a $270 sink. I got it for $100. It was an open item. There wasn't a thing wrong with it. The faucet, which I really like a lot, $50. It's not Delta. It's not any kind of name brand faucet. It's Amazon. I'll put the link in the description. Phenomenal quality. I would pick this faucet every day of the week, and I shouldn't have bought Delta in the rest of my house because honestly, the faucets you get on Amazon have been nothing but phenomenal. And the quality second to none. So keep that in mind if you're looking for a faucet, because they can be pricey. The Tile Backsplash, including grout, mortar, and the tile itself, had around $80. And then the most expensive item was the countertop, and I had to buy a 10-foot section from Lowe's, who's the only one that carried a 10-foot section, along with a 5-foot section. So I wasted probably about 2 feet of that to make this all work. That came in at $650. Finally, paint and caulk I had at $90. The blind you're looking at right there was $120, and then I had miscellaneous costs around $30 to $40. All in all, it cost me $1,490, just under $1,500 to complete this project, and less than 40 hours worth of work. I would guess a pro would normally charge anywhere between $4,000 to $5,000 for the same thing, which is usually, you know, double what it costs for material. All in all, I'm really happy with it. I know my wife's happy with it. Definitely makes this room a lot more functional, and it's a lot more enjoyable to do laundry in our home. Well, it finishes the indoor projects for at least the spring. I'm moving outside. Looking forward to that. Stay tuned if you like these types of projects this winter. I have two big projects. I have a half bathroom remodel I want to do, and I also have a master bathroom remodel. I'm not sure if they're actually called remodels or not. They're basically just modifications or making them look better. So stay tuned for those this fall into the winter, and I'll continue to work outside until it gets too cold to be out there. I appreciate you staying with the series, and if you feel free, go back and look at the different videos, and I'm sure you'll learn a lot of tips that I gave along the way.
That's a wrap. If you like these types of videos, give it a like. Make sure you subscribe. Please share with family and friends. And like I always say, I appreciate you spending time with the Home Pro Hero.